I'm Dan.
And I'm Austin.
And we are here to play games.
Badly.
That's right. Welcome back to Xenosaga Episode 1, Episode 4. Episode 1, Part 4.
At level 4.
At level 4. All the numbers are aligning. Alright, when last we left our brave heroine, we were running around in the Woglinde in a panic, trying not to get shot through, shot up with bullets from random units, random eggs units, trying to fight the Gnosis. I'm actually going to rest here in this room.
Make sure you're healed up, sir.
Because, of course, we could just take a nap during this crisis.
Of course.
Right.
It's a micro nap, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And we finally have Kos-mos as a genuine combatant as our party. So that's nice. And Virgil, which we don't care about because he's a jerk face.
That's right.
A couple things of note, as always, for those who are familiar at this point. If this is your first time with this, first episode, first time in the Xenosaga episodes, whatever, we're glad to have you here. Welcome. But if you do want to have, just want to see from the beginning what's going on and where we're at, you can check the top right-hand corner. I'll have a link to the full playlist. And, yeah, I also have some chapter breakdowns in the descriptions lately, so for those of you who are like, I don't care about this cutscene, let's move on to the next thing, it's there for help. So.
That's right.
Okay, here we go.
But if you don't care for cutscenes, you're watching the wrong game.
Yeah, this is a very cutscene heavy game, so I love this attack with Virgil, just because he's every time.
Yeah, I don't like Virgil at all. And
yeah.
I'm sure that's kind of like the point. Because there are people like him in our world.
Oh yeah.
And it's despicable. I don't know what else to say. Like, he's a downright atrocious man.
Yeah, definitely.
But that being said, he does have a funny attack sound.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What are we doing here?
We are fighting.
We are, yes.
Shion, I need to be clean.
So, situational recap here. The Gnosis have attacked, clearly. Kos-mos has awakened from her pod and has used the Hilbert effect to great effect.
Indeed. She's materialized all of the Gnosis in the region.
Right, which means no more insta-death, which is great. And the bridge has been exploded because one of the Gnosis, kamikazed into the ship. What's going on there? Oh, you're just standing?
Oh yeah, I was checking it out here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna head this way, but we did end up getting into a battle in the last episode accidentally with some of the Gnosis, and there we go. We got some revive items. Those are good. Come at me. There we go.
Yep.
But yeah, they will kill you immediately before the Hilbert effect is active.
Yeah. We unfortunately were reminded the hard way because we tried to get item a little too soon.
Yeah, we'll be getting it this episode.
Yeah, but it was still kind of funny, so we had to backtrack a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Retrace our steps. But yeah, so Captain, probably dead. In fact, I would say almost certainly, considering that the entire bridge exploded.
Oh yeah. We're on a doomed ship at the moment, and, the whole fleet's pretty much having the same issue.
Yeah, everybody's having a bad day.
Pretty much.
And Cherenkov, the commander, second in command of the ship, I guess, has been acting suspicious as well after having a conversation with a gentleman named Margulis.
Charging.
Indeed.
So, what's going on with Trinkov? We don't know, but there's definitely indication that he's doing something dangerous by sending the Zohar into like a hyperspace, unprotected from the rest of everything.
Right. Yeah. He's essentially under orders by this person who is not the captain of the ship to protect and acquire the golden object, the Zohar, on this ship, pretty much at all costs, including sending himself and the object through a UMN jump into hyperspace, basically, without the ship, which you don't want. Basically, you don't want to be in hyperspace unprotected by a ship. That can cause big, big problems.
Right. I believe it was the, can't remember his name, but the guy with the X on his face who kept calling everybody like lazy dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
He had mentioned that no human had survived it yet.
Right.
So, yeah. The things we do for space security or something.
Space reasons. I
was going to say national security, but this is a little bit bigger than just one nation.
For Federation security, the Galaxy
Right.
Federation.
The GFG.
Pretty much.
Galactic Federation Government, I think.
We can't do anything with the points Virgil is getting.
That's because he's a naughty boy. I don't know.
He's a mean man.
He is a mean man.
Alright, so I think we're going east here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No.
Gotta keep going. Oh, more dead people.
Oh no! Good.
Dead. Yep.
Okay, yeah. We'll keep going up this way. Got some more Gnosis up here.
You can distract them with the Seraphim sisters.
That's true.
I've come this far, I can't lose now.
But you'd rather just punch them in their
Face? Do they have faces?
jeans.
they
I don't know.
They appear to have
they've got
heads, so probably
heads.
the front part is the face.
Yeah, I mean the streaks look like eyes. Maybe they're wearing like a helmet.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, the equivalent of a helmet, I guess, would be the right way to put that, but...
Yeah, it looks like a helmet, but I bet that's just its head.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I mean, we've seen a Gnosis merge with technology once already.
Right. That's true.
So...
I really hate the design of these particular Gnosis.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because the giant phallus.
Wow.
Like...
Menace
It's so
cannon.
unnecessary.
Ooh, that hurt.
That's just me, though.
That's just you. That's just like your opinion, man.
Sure is.
I got close to killing it. Alright.
And Kos-mos just does so much more damage than, like, anybody else.
Yeah, Kos-mos is very, very strong as a party member in this game. Battle mode. That's gonna hurt. Ow. I think that didn't quite get him.
Ugh, that's much more damaging on Xion than it is on Kos-mos.
Relatively speaking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the same points, but Kos-mos' HP is just so much stronger and higher.
Yeah, she has a lot more HP. Alright. It was not exactly the best strategic performance in that fight, but that's okay. No, not skills. Yeah, they have ether, they have tech attacks, and they have skills. It's just like so many different things. Alright, so let's just medica up a little bit, except Virgil. I don't care about Virgil.
Nobody cares about Virgil.
He can deal with it. Yeah, medkit. And another medkit, or an ether pack, yeah. They're broken.
Well, yeah, now they are.
They're broken.
Sup, chicas?
Okay.
Get out of my way, or else.
Or else what? This is why I like upgrading Spell Ray as quickly as possible. You can just blast everything with Spell Ray.
Yeah, it's one of her stronger attacks, too.
Yeah, her fizz attacks are not that great. Oh, this will be fine. Yep, that's it.
All systems clear.
Have a rough understanding what everybody's HP's at, huh?
Well, you can see it, bottom right of the screen as you're targeting.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll point it out again next battle here. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way here. Let's see.
Yeah, you are. Keep going.
Okay, there's a glass office up here.
Yep.
Is it this one?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one we died at last time. Oh, he's alive.
He lives! I'm gonna save.
Shocking.
I'm gonna save.
Pretty sure
the game.
he won't stay alive unless
you what?
unless you kill this thing.
Hey man.
Damn it! I could save if only if I was stronger.
If only you were stronger.
Yeah, because his like girlfriend, fiance,
Hmm.
Sugar Boo is like dead in the corner out in the hallway.
Materialization complete.
Yeah, so 0090G, bottom right of the screen there.
Oh, okay.
That's how much health they have.
They have gold for health.
Yeah. I am pretty sure it says G because they are a G-type enemy, but they could have gold for health as well.
This attack will cost them 54 gold.
Oh no! Are there any games where you have to use money to attack? Games like this?
That you have to use gold? I'm not aware. Now, I do know that there are some games where gold moves are a thing, right? So, like, in Final Fantasy X, if you were to summon Yojimbo, you have to pay him money
True.
to perform certain attacks.
Or dismiss him immediately when you realize you summoned the Aeon you did not want to summon.
Right, because he's just inconvenient in the menu.
Isn't
I need to be clean.
Yojimbo, like, even if you grand summon him, it doesn't matter, you still have to pay him money if you want him to use, like, Zanmato?
I believe that's the case, yes.
Yeah, I don't remember what
Now-
Overdrive does to him.
That being said, Zanmato is a ridiculously strong attack, so it's worth it if you really need that hit. But
Decoder 18. Oh, okay, already says, I just saved your life. Okay. Yeah, Zanmato pretty much kills everything, right?
yeah, essentially, it's kind of like it's a little bit like Odin in 8,
Yeah.
where it just kind of one-shot stuff. Things can survive. Oh, poor
Good.
lady, dead. Number 16. That's not what we need.
So 18 is back near Shion's room. We are going to be circling back there. We're not going to head back immediately. We got some other stuff to
Yeah.
do first.
We're taking a big circle before we actually move the story forward.
Yeah.
Biosphere.
Tag hallway.
Yeah, you can just run south and stop them by blowing up the red barrel.
I can blow that up now too.
Yep,
Okay, so I'm going south
which you
here. I
did
think.
before, but we...
He's dead.
Yeah, because this was all the conversation we had beforehand, but now that you have the Hilbert effect, we can just blast through.
Wait, I'm supposed to be able to
This is-
stop someone by doing that, right?
Yeah, the Gnosis chasing you.
Oh,
What you get?
oh,
This guy.
Ah, it worked
Well.
though. I got him.
You made him stop. You sure did.
Or else.
Look at that. Field, stop. Love that. All right.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think there does come a point where you get a pretty good physical move for Xion, but I always consider her pretty much a long-range, like, unit. Like, she should blast things with her fancy contraption, not try to punch things.
Yeah.
Yeah. His gun amuses him a lot.
It does.
Now, Virgil, this is a gun.
It's not a JRPG, but the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, it does have that magic armor,
Yeah.
and you know every time you get hit, it costs rupees instead of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite the same as throwing money at an enemy, but
Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. You can throw Rio at enemies.
yeah.
Okay, so we can get another biosphere down here, I believe. I don't remember. What does a biosphere do? Let's take a look.
I don't remember either.
Okay, it's a tent.
Yeah. Cool. Apparently in Dragon's Dogma, you can get an item called the Coin Purse of Charity. The item allows you to throw your own gold at the enemy.
Oh, I see.
While costly, it is a surprisingly devastating weapon, particularly if you throw a lot of it, as the more gold you chuck, the more damage it does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Blast him. Anyway, I started blasting.
Let's see.
I got tired of how long his gun move takes.
Yeah.
Takes so freaking long. You know what? Let's do...
Charging. Our blade.
Her attacks are just so cool. I'm just gonna transform my hand into a sword.
That's a great idea.
Uh-huh.
Be like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we got this biosphere.
So we can keep going.
Okay, so there should be a bridge down here.
Yeah. It's where Virgil blew up all those Realians.
Ah,
You keep going to your left there.
okay.
Yeah, because that's
Oh,
where you
yeah.
got shot at.
Look at that! Look at that! So much destruction. Oh, hey.
And
Hey, friendo. You alright? No, they don't seem
man,
to be.
those eggs units, I don't know. I just feel like they should be bigger. You know?
Yep, they are quite especially if you've played Xenogears. You see these and it's like, man, they're kind of small, aren't they?
Well, also like when Virgil got out of his, it was bigger. I think maybe his unit is just a bigger unit.
Yeah, I do think some are bigger than others, but they are surprisingly small.
Keep heading south.
Okay, nothing in here.
Yeah,
I like the Woglinde. He's dead.
that's where you got the key card. Keep going.
Is that in there? Okay, yeah, I don't think we need anything out of there or there. Although there's a save point here, I believe.
Yeah. Just keep on going.
Keep on trucking.
That's sad.
He's dead. That's sad.
That's sad.
It's dangerous here. Hurry and get out!
Hang in there.
Never mind. Hurry! You have to. Oh, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Hey, we can blow these up.
Hey, look, somebody's lunchbox.
Got a stim. Oh, what are they having? There's. Let's see. Oh, okay, so now we gotta go back north. I assume there's nothing down here. Oh, yep, there is nothing down here. Look at that.
Like I said, that's the hole that Virgil blew up with the,
Yep, dead end there. Alright, back upwards.
Alright, we're gonna go to the east at the first fork we come to.
Alright.
Where poor Sergeant Swain is crouched.
He's had a rough day.
He's had a bad day. So you had a bad day.
Some days. Ah! That's
If
not
you
a
play
fork.
with the Gnosis without the Hilbert effect, you're gonna have a bad time.
That's right.
Alright.
Ah!
Eastward.
I thought you said west.
Get out of
Oh,
my
yeah.
way, or else.
You think that a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's a hearing problem.
Selective hearing problem.
What?
I didn't say nothing. What? So, anybody who's unfamiliar with this story, if you're tired of all this shenanigans, don't worry. We'll be coming up to a new place soon.
Yep,
But
that's
how
true.
could you not be tired of the shenanigans?
Our blade.
Wait, that's not how I meant to say that. How could you be tired of the shenanigans? The shenanigans are half the fun.
Shenanigans.
The Chillnanigans.
Thermal appearance is down 5%.
More Chillnanigans.
That's what you want. That's what I want.
That's what I always want, is more Chillnanigans.
Me too.
Ah.
Alright, next.
Next. I am keeping an eye. So once Kos-mos gets 200 tech points, I was thinking I would go ahead and... Hey, Sergeant
He's
Swain.
dead.
Sergeant Swain.
Sergeant Swain. I watched you die. You already got the robot arm
We
from there.
did indeed. I have made a mistake.
What are you doing?
I have made
Opening doors out of habit.
Mistakes were made. Okay, so
Keep going east.
East. Ah, it's all. Uh-oh. Hello. Hello, friendo.
I might just start calling them the donkeys.
Oh no. Oh dear.
I don't. That's all I can see. Unfortunately,
Oh my.
it's like right there in your face, literally.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
You think they're compensating for something?
Oh my. They're so
Menace
menacing.
cannon. Wait till they meet Merciless Rowena.
She's so merciless.
She's so merciless. I feel like
God.
one day we're gonna have to play Dark Souls 2
Yeah.
for our channel so that everybody can understand why we make that stupid joke all the time.
Well, it's because she's so merciless.
It is.
Good grief. She's
She
having
needs some
a
help.
tough time.
Shion, get your crap together.
That's what she's doing. Medica! Stop hitting her! Stop it! Stop it. Cut it out.
You just need to cast Sacrilyn, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Charging. Our blade.
Although, I guess Sacrum would be better. That way everybody gets healed.
Sacrilyn. Yeah.
You do that a little too well.
The enemies have
What do you mean?
You just... You are able to replicate that laugh eerily well.
What does that say about me?
Nothing really, because I know you well enough to know that it means absolutely nothing. It's at most that says you've played this game a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think I've beaten episode 1 3 or 4 times, maybe? Something like that. Hey, I see orange doors.
Yep, head south.
Hold on, they're enemies. Ah!
Yeah.
Kos-mos, let's go.
Enemies must be destroyed.
And that will take us right back to Shion's room.
Which is where we want to be, to decode segment address 18.
Yep.
There we go.
The enemies have been exterminated.
Exterminate.
Could you imagine if Kos-mos was just a Dalek?
Yeah.
All battle systems are go.
I could imagine it. Kind of a funny thought. Good morning, Kos-mos. Exterminate! This is a peacekeeping android. Exterminate!
He keeps the peace by removing everything that could potentially cause problems.
That's what peacekeeping means, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yep. You know, actually, interestingly, I was watching an episode of What If, because if you're not familiar, that's Marvel's like animated series that they have on Disney that kind of touches some of the alternate realities that they've covered in the comics that isn't like
Clear.
official part of the cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a Marvel Zombies episode and various other things.
Alright, so
And-
should I upgrade our blade or our cannon to fast?
What do you use more?
Well, I've been using her weapon the most, but that one requires 6. This will upgrade one of these for 4. I'm sort of tempted to just go with cannon.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's upgrade. Our cannon is pretty nice. I like them both, but... Alright, now we're gonna set... So now Shion and Kos-mos can both fire.
It feels like Far is more versatile.
Yeah.
It's because you can do it even when enemies are like not on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of gives you a little bit more flexibility,
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, that's how I feel. We're going south here, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that was my basic leveling goal for this ship is upgrade an ability on both Shion and Kos-mos to be fast.
Yep. What was I?
Target.
Oh, anyway, what if? That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In one of the more recent episodes, which, spoilers if you haven't watched it,
Mm-hmm.
because it is one of the newest seasons and like one of the near to last episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an encounter with Infinity Ultron, which Infinity Ultron is an Ultron who has acquired the Infinity
Enemies have
Stones,
been exterminated.
which he's made an appearance in like the previous seasons, and I'm going to try to like skirt why he's in that episode and what's going on. But the characters who are encountering him,
Do you really think this is a good idea?
it's one of the universes where he ultimately basically destroys all life in that known universe.
I could see Ultron with the Infinity Stones doing that.
Right. Like when you see him in this depiction of it, he's basically just standing on a floating
My external appearance is down
piece of
5%.
land of something in space, and he's just standing there in like a stasis mode because he's the only entity left in the universe. And because of how he got to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
He just lasts a long time.
Segment address number 18, decoding complete.
Nice. But anyway, in the conversation that various heroes are having with Coat Lightning, with Infinity Ultron, he's saying that he learned that in his conquest, like after the eons of it just being nothing in the universe, he learned that basically his universe isn't at peace, it's just empty.
Okay.
And that's not the same thing, because to have peace you have to have the potential for conflict, which means you've got to have people living in that universe. Because you have to remember, Ultron was originally created by Stark. Again, you may not be as fully aware of all this because you don't nerd out about random stuff like this in this setting like I do.
Although I did know that Tony Stark created Ultron.
Right. I'm not saying you're unaware of anything.
Yeah.
But just as a reminder, because you may not have thought about it or remember, and for anybody who's not aware, but Tony Stark creates Ultron as a defensive mechanism. It's specifically in response to the aliens that showed up in like the first Avengers movie, right? He creates Ultron, at least in the MCU. He creates Ultron to basically be like a shield for Earth in case of future attacks. And things are going well until they aren't, right? And then the Age of Ultron movie shows up and like he gets kind of corrupted and they end up fighting Ultron instead of him being a defender. But I still think there's a core element of his programming where he's trying to fulfill that goal of peace, but it's misconstrued, right? It's a misunderstanding of what the intention was.
I see.
I mean, this is guessing. I'm sure there are plenty of people who, if they're watching this, would be like, no, you're wrong and you're stupid. And you know, that's fine. I'm allowed to have a wrong opinion. It's fine.
You're wrong!
Because I know there are plenty of people out there who are much more versed in, like, the comics and the lore behind everything far, far deeper than I am. I just have a little more interest in it than my current circle of influence in general. There's a few exceptions, but...
I see.
Anyway, I just found it fascinating. Because it's a really interesting distinction to have emptiness and peace being separate concepts.
Well, it really speaks to the idea of, oh, hey, that healed everyone. Interesting.
Oh, because of the lightning coat?
No, I haven't been able to equip the lightning coat. The move itself heals Gnosis and damages the whole party, so...
Oh, interesting.
Yep. I'm gonna blast this middle one out of here.
I misunderstood what it was doing.
Yeah. So he boosted, but that doesn't matter, because he did. He deed.
He did?
Ow.
Anyway, you were saying it was interesting?
These guys are a hassle. Yeah. I don't know. Something's interesting. Oh, I didn't need to fire twice. Oh, but yeah, peace as a concept that requires a distinction. In other words, without the possibility of conflict, there can be no peace. So it requires a sort of compromise. It's an interesting way to look at it.
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get it though, because like, you know, if I live in a world where I'm the only thing that exists, this includes animals too, right? Like I'm the only living being aside from like plants or whatever. Let's say I'm able to sustain myself through various resources, but there's no other living creature that I can interact with. that's not a peaceful life. That's a lonely life, solitary for sure. And some might find that peaceful, but I don't think it would be the same, to me at least, as, say, living with my family like I do. And that, you know, sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but I would argue I have a peaceful life.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has that potential for community and the potential for laughter and joy and happiness, which are things that we associate with peace.
Right.
And it's much more fulfilling, too.
But does it have potential for menace cannon?
I mean, clearly it does, because look at what we're doing right now.
Menace cannon! No, don't switch to battle mode.
Ow.
Whatever, shoot him, I don't care.
Shoot her!
Yeah, don't think there's a way to skip the little scenes for these. I was trying to remember if there was some way to do that, but I'm pretty sure you gotta watch them every time.
Well, yeah. This is Xenosaga, the movie.
Fortunately, they aren't very long, mostly.
My external appearance is down 5%. Shion.
Level up! We get some ether points as well, which we're gonna mess with at some point. I think we go this way? Yeah, here we go. Oh, hello.
There was a guy in a box.
Hilbert effect active. Gnosis materialization complete.
Okay.
The 90G come full circle.
Not anymore! Anyway, I started blasting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so remind me again with the little, like, coin with a plus sign. Is that item drop rate?
Coin with the plus. Oh, like on the little thing at the bottom?
On the slot, yeah. I forget.
I think that one was more skill points if you kill during that one.
The enemies
Oh,
have been
okay.
exterminated.
Yeah. Yeah, there's crit rate up, there's skill points up. I'll grab that. Escape pack. Escape. Okay.
Alright, yeah. You gotta go south still.
Oh, well, there's nothing. Oh, hey. Another escape pack. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey.
I'm a bug, and I'm also a gnosis.
A manticore.
I'm a bug gnosis.
A bugnosis.
Yeah.
Only one solution. Keep blasting.
Yep.
Blast all
Burn
the
it with-
gnosis.
Burn it with fire.
Yeah.
Charge.
These really are odd creations. Like,
Yeah, they're definitely weird looking.
All
I think
systems
gnosis might be.
Spiritual knowledge. Oh.
Sure, yeah. What an odd representation. Here's the personification of spiritual knowledge. Why does it look like a bug? Don't worry about it.
Who cares? It's fine.
Right.
All right. So now we got both
Having-
of those.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
But having watched, and you know, like a lot of sci-fi, specifically like Star Trek, Star Wars, etc. I've seen a lot of oddly shaped creatures, but I have to say the Gnosis might be the most alien thing I've seen.
They are pretty strange.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps heading south.
Okay, those are the panels.
Because we're trying to get to that hangar where the Zohar is in, so we just gotta keep going that way.
Gnosis
Yep.
materialization complete.
All right, we're gonna get rid of this guy. Oh yeah, I guess I could have used Lightning Blast. I'll do that in a second. So yeah, we do have Lightning Blast on Xion upgraded to high speed as well, so that's pretty cool.
Like, and not all of them are like this, because like this one is understandably designed.
Yeah.
But there are some other ones where I'm just like, how did we
Our cannon.
get here from a base influence?
Good question.
Because they're just like
Ha!
super bizarre.
What's more? Yeah. Okay. Really doesn't
Nice.
do as much damage as Ray.
No, it doesn't. But it seems like Xion's strength is in her like magic stuff that she can output, her ether.
Or Ether, yeah.
So it makes sense that Spell Ray would be so much more powerful.
Clear.
Alright.
The Miyuki weapon system doesn't account for Xion's physical strength in that degree.
That's true. A revive.
Revive!
Two
Whether they...
Okay. So let's make sure we're in pretty good shape here before we head down.
Yeah.
I guess I'll heal Virgil up if I have to.
If I must.
All right,
But thou must.
but thou must. All right, Cherenkov, you were taking a while, buddy.
Not now. Will my death be for nothing?
Yep. I mean, no, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Alan was with them.
Yep. Alan is
'Cause-
here to help.
Because he's not a party member, he's just in the cargo.
Yep, exactly. In the cargo.
For those of us, those you don't know, check our Sea of Stars
What are
playthrough.
you people doing here?
Shooting Gnosis.
Trying to survive?
Gnosis.
Kos-mos.
She's got this.
She does.
It's functional.
You can probably thank Margulis for that. Or somebody else, who knows?
Want some of this?
We really don't know.
Who activated Kos-mos?
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, okay, buddy.
I mean, I know who activated Kos-mos.
Right, but at the moment, there's not enough data to tell us that.
Indeed, and it's going to be a very long time before we know.
That makes sense.
Uh-oh. But I'm in the back row. Why are you coming up behind? Ah, back attack.
But I'm the squishy. You're not supposed to attack the squishy. Oh, right. Brewery.
Nope.
You have watched
This ship
literally
is about to capsize. Please make haste.
like 10 people die in front of you.
Wait,
True.
Kos-mos.
Not from her own
Kos-mos?
weapon.
Do
That's true.
you understand what you've just done?
My assigned duty is to protect Vector employees. Protection of military personnel is not part of my prime directive.
That's no excuse! You have no right to go about killing people! Why did you shoot Lieutenant Virgil? With your power, you don't have to sacrifice anyone to—
At that time, Lieutenant Virgil was in my direct line of fire. Any changes in my firing position to avoid Lieutenant Virgil while protecting you would have resulted in a 30% depreciation in my offensive capabilities.
It's
On
calculations.
the other hand, with the lieutenant's death, there would only be a 0.2% drop in efficacy. I simply chose the option with the highest probability to keep you alive. Furthermore, the escape pod has a maximum capacity of 2 occupants. I believe it is obvious who gets priority.
How can you even say that? Have you no conscience?
Shion,
No.
you forget I am not human. I am merely a weapon. You, of all people, should be well aware of that fact. What is your decision? Will you board the escape pod, or will you not board the escape pod? If you wish to express remorse for his death, it is best that you survive. Otherwise, you will render his death meaningless.
Come on, Chief. Let's go.
I mean, he kind of had it coming.
That's true.
It's a whale.
It's a problem.
It's Monstro.
It's a Minotaur.
That's not what Minotaurs look like.
Can't lose now.
Okay,
That's not even close.
so we are down a party member now, thanks to Kos-mos. So we're gonna bring in an eggs unit.
Virgil gotcha.
Alright, let's see if we can get rid of these.
Minotaur.
Our cannon!
We should get
Skyfish.
Skyfish!
That's what his little ads are. Skyfish.
Skyfish! Oh,
They have 240 HP?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some intense ads. Alright.
Ah.
Not bad.
Alright. Final boss of the Woglinde.
Yep. So this, we are about to make our escape, but of course, this obnoxious guy is standing in our way. He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Uh-huh.
Our cannon!
And Kos-mos is out damaging Shion's eggs unit right now, so we're gonna start targeting the main boss with her R cannon.
Yeah.
If you have, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's a good thing we did Arcannon instead of Blade,
Yeah,
just because of this too.
yeah. It's a lot more useful to be able to hit at range. And yeah, if you haven't upgraded it, just shoot once and wait, and then fire her R cannon or the FG shot
Our cannon!
every other round. Although I believe R cannon is more effective on this boss.
Possibly.
Pulse. And with Shion's eggs unit, just continue firing.
Yeah, we are actually really crunching this boss because of Arcannon every turn.
Yep. Yeah, what do we got? 296 health left.
Yeah, it starts up at 940.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and
Our cannon!
One thing you could do that I didn't do is you could use Mode A7 on Kos-mos to upgrade her attack for the fight.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't really do that because, honestly, this boss is about to be dead right now. So
Yeah.
it really wasn't, there wasn't too much of a point to it in my estimation, but it can speed things up.
The enemies have
We're
been
still in the
exterminated.
tutorial phase.
Pretty much. And we got some levels.
It's got a 6-hour tutorial.
Even more. Okay.
I didn't realize it gave you clear time on those fights. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point does she get the skill that she can use both of them in battle?
I don't think she ever does. She does get really cool skills, though.
You and men jump inside the ship.
Who jumped it?
Well, that was the Gnosis, right?
Yes, the Gnosis were on the holders of the Zohar there, so they jumped it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, oopsie daisy. We split in two.
That ship is very, very done at this point.
It's just the floating eggs unit.
Mm-hmm.
We're just hanging out. Don't mind us.
So Kos-mos, Cherenkov, and Shion and Alan escaped from Woglinde.
That's pretty much it.
Uh-huh. Nom.
Yoink.
This is mine now. Bye-bye.
Okay, time to go. Gonna summon my personal
Affirmative.
pod.
Mm-hmm.
The target object was not the original. Affirmative. It was an emulator.
Mm-hmm.
Roger.
Okay, so
Upon deploying tracking device, I will depart immediately. As originally planned, I will head for 2nd Milsha.
Who is planning this? Who is she talking to?
yeah. Click.
Tracking device deployed.
Right. Whoever is doing stuff with her is far above everyone's pay grade that we've seen
That's very true.
to date.
Mm-hmm. So now she must get to 2nd Milsha.
Right.
Cherenkov is there like, oh.
Right.
All right.
Would you like to save?
I would like to save. Yeah, so that's a funny thing about this game is you get into these layers of cutscenes, and so you sometimes get save points between them, sort of like you're switching discs in Xenogears.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to ask? I was going to ask something. And then I stopped myself because we were in the middle of, like,
What a mess.
helpful dialogue.
Whoever it was, they sure went all out.
They sure
Think
did.
there's anything left out there?
Nope.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony!
How long before the Federation gets here?
Well, let's see. The last SOS went out a half an hour ago.
That looks like the
so
inside of a Final Fantasy
We've
X
probably got at least 3 hours, right?
airship.
No sign of any
Indeed.
nearby ships either. Right, Hammer?
Yep.
Hammer.
We're the only ship within a 5,000 light year radius.
All right. That should be enough. Let's grab anything that looks salvageable.
Caution, I am a boozer.
You know, Captain, I realize the deadline for paying back Master Guinan is right around the corner, but don't you think this is a little risky? I mean, if the feds find us out, we'd be lucky to get 10 years.
Bonsai.
That's if they find out. You know the feds aren't gonna patrol all the way out here in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I just don't like the idea of feeding off the dead. I mean, what are we? Space jackals? Vultures? Hyenas?
You moron. What kind of metaphor is that? Don't be comparing us to extinct animals. You'll jinx us. We're recyclers, damn it. Environmentally friendly space recyclers.
Master Guinan told us to stay away from any side jobs, remember? He said it hurts the Foundation's image. I don't know. Oh ho! We got a wrecked ship here, 3 o'clock. Looks like a Ganymede class.
Nice work there, Tony. Good thing we were tapping the UMN emergency channel. Come on, pull in close, hurry.
Yep, we're vultures.
What was that?
Pretty sure, without knowing anything about this world, that them tapping into that is illegal.
Yeah, it seems like it should be, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Spectrum matches up perfectly.
Ganymede class
It's a
is
geocrystal.
probably
All right,
talking
not
about
bad.
Woglinde.
Let's start with
Yeah.
that one.
It's a floating girl. She's dead.
That's not a geocrystal, you idiot! It's a corpse!
Well, what'd you expect? This is a battlefield. It's no big deal. Don't bother wasting fuel. Just keep going and let it bounce off.
You're kidding, right? My dead grandma told me to be respectful of the dead. Sorry, but I don't want any bad karma. You do it, Captain.
As they continue to fly
You
toward her.
moron.
Uh-huh.
What? Is that your grandfather out there?
You idiot.
Don't be ridiculous. Just shut up and keep moving.
Man, not again. Captain, this is so typical of you, making us do all the dirty work.
Bounce.
Dink.
And...
You moron! What the hell are you doing? I said bounce it off!
Well, don't look at me. It got stuck on its own. It's not my fault.
Whatever, just get rid of it.
Hey, it's a girl. She might be cute, you know?
My ass, you sicko. Who the hell cares how
Seriously.
she looks? She's dead.
Exactly. Besides, she's facing the other way. It's a shame we can't meet face to face.
You were saying?
Hello.
Please open your communications line. I need to speak with you. Frequency 2020.
A talking
How would they hear that if
You
she's...
moron! Open your eyes!
Resonating it
That
through
ain't
the
no
glass.
corpse.
This ain't happening. This ain't happening.
It's a Realian, or a cyborg, something like that.
But I've never heard of a Realian that can operate out in space.
Well, it's probably a military robot or something. Just open the channel.
That'll be the closest you'll get.
I'm Captain Matthews of the Tramp freighter Elsa. We received your SOS signal earlier. It happened to be within range of our navigational path, so we rushed here to your rescue.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Rescue? Oh!
So, is there anything we can do to assist you?
What do you mean, rescue? What about our side job?
Relax, you moron. We're gonna grab what we can while taking care of this little rescue. With this mess, I bet there's no one left alive anyway.
I will make this brief. I request that you gate jump to 2nd Miltia immediately.
Say what? Oh, yeah. Keep dreaming, sweetheart. We can't leave yet. We still got work to do. And besides, 2nd Miltia? Have you any idea how much it would cost to travel that far?
There is no need for concern. We will cover all UMN gate fees incurred.
You expect us to believe that? Even if that were true, we've got other business to attend to right now. We don't have that kind of time.
My time is limited as well. Failure to comply will result in the destruction of this window.
Go ahead, give it a try. The Elsa's forward window can withstand direct hits from debris as big as 6 millimeters. punch from a girlie like you wouldn't even dent.
Bro, she's breathing in space.
It appears that none of you are wearing spacesuits. Keep in mind that I am making this proposal with goodwill. I could just as easily toss you out into space and take over the ship.
Good point.
Okay. We'll do it. Don't be so rash.
Had you accommodated me from the outset, we would have saved 1 minute 45 seconds. I am coming on board now. Please open the cargo bay.
Yeah, right.
One more thing.
What?
Do not accelerate in an attempt to knock me off. If you do so, I will destroy the engine and the entire ship with it.
She's got us, Red.
Shut up.
Elsa Vaughn Pod.
Ah!
Brabba's something?
Yeah. We will get
Brabani?
we'll get the full ship name at some point for sure.
Huh?
Blah.
Hey, Captain. I've got someone on the open channel.
Who could it be? Survivors?
Oh. Hold on. I'll put it on the speakers.
Hello? Is anybody out there?
Alan.
It's Alan.
Hello.
Hey, Alan.
Hell. Just holding on for dear life.
Yeah, he's not having a great time right now.
Hello? Anyone? If anyone is scanning this channel, please help! Come on, Chief, you give it a try.
Don't worry. A rescue ship will come for us eventually. I'm more concerned about Kos-mos. Now, where could she be?
How would I know? Besides, we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, the Gnosis might still be around.
My half of my
I'm not
PS2
worried
controller
about
won't
that
work.
right now.
Uh-huh.
We have to retrieve Kos-mos.
Forget about Kos-mos. What about us? If I knew this was gonna happen, I wouldn't have let everyone else go first. Maybe they're still around. You think?
I can't believe you. Alan, how can you be so insensitive after all that's happened?
What do you mean? Of course I'm traumatized. That was really uncalled for. Do you think that I'm an emotionless android? For you to even think that is the most traumatizing thing of all.
No, I never said anything like that.
You just did! You think I'm an android, don't you?
What the hell? Huh? Hey!
Xion.
Kos-mos? Kos-mos, is that you? Where are you right now?
I am on board a civilian ship
Angry
passing through
fists.
the area. Please remain at your current locale. A Federation rescue vessel should arrive soon.
Remain here? Kos-mos, just what are you up to?
I am commandeering this ship to go to 2nd Miltia. These are my orders from headquarters.
You're going wait! Wait a second! What about us?
Unfortunately, you were not mentioned in my orders. Therefore, this mission takes priority.
Oh, I see. What, you expect us to sit here and wait for the cavalry?
That is the logical conclusion.
Wait a second! What guarantee do we have that the Federation will dispatch a rescue? Hey, what if no one comes? The two of us will starve to death inside this pod. You can't do this!
Actually, suffocation would come first. Your air supply will be depleted in 46 hours.
Oh, in that case, suffocation?
That is correct. But there is a 96% probability that a rescue vessel will arrive within 15 hours. Your chances of survival are high, but this is not a certainty.
But...
There's no way I'm going to allow this. You cannot act on your own, Kos-mos. Bring us on board immediately.
There is no time for this. I am signing off. Xion, Alan, please take care.
Now just wait 1 second, Kos-mos. You better bring us on board, or I'll open the hatch. You hear me?
What? What are you doing, Chief? Please, don't do anything crazy.
Be quiet, Alan. Listen to me, Kos-mos. You know what'll happen.
I'm calling
if I
a bluff
turn
right
this
now.
lever,
Hold on a
right?
second.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't this go against your directive? After all, you're supposed to bring us back alive. Am I right?
Calculating.
You are delaying me from my mission. I suggest you do as you please.
Kos-mos! You don't believe I'll do it, do you? I'm serious, you know.
Ah! She's really gonna do it!
Why not help her?
Sigh.
Hello.
Sounds like she means it.
Hey, Chaos, you're up.
With all this racket, who could sleep?
Are you in control?
Chaos. With a lowercase c.
Oh,
Who apparently
that's interesting.
appeared.
So, is that okay with you? Well, it looks like she doesn't have any objections. So it's all up to you, Captain. What do you say? Think we ought to rescue them?
Those
Well, if you
shorts
say so.
are
Sure, I
tiny.
don't mind.
Uh-huh.
Tony?
Like, no judgment. But those are tiny.
Yeah, he dresses oddly. The ships in this world are pretty cool. I enjoy the design.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom.
Excuse us. We...
I'm Captain Matthews.
My name is Shion Uzuki, and I'm from Vector Industries' 1st R&D Division. And this is my co-worker, Alan Ridgely, who also works in the same division. We do apologize for all the trouble our errant Kos-mos may have caused you. Come on, Alan. Show them your gratitude.
Right. Thank heavens you were around to rescue us. We almost became space dust out there because of my stubborn boss here. Ah!
You ought to save your thanks for Chaos over there. We were just gonna leave you and fly on out of here.
Oh, I see.
Note to self, do not trust the captain.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Chaos.
No, don't mention it. After all, we all need a little help sometimes.
Yeah. He often saves our hides too. So, we can't turn him down when he asks for a favor.
I see. That reminds me. Hey, Kos-mos. And just what do you think you're doing? You left us and then tried to go to second Milship by yourself. Maybe your OS is malfunctioning or something.
Yes, that is possible.
By the way, what were the orders from HQ?
Captain Matthews, may I use the maintenance lab next to the hangar?
Just a second, Kos-mos.
Yeah, sure. What for?
Kos-mos?
Due to the limitations of the test-use condenser, my energy reserves are almost depleted. I wish to receive a co-generator bypass in order to replenish them.
Hey! What is wrong with you? Answer me, Kos-mos!
So,
Nope.
you'll cover the bill, right?
Yes.
Kos-mos!
Shion,
Yes?
my sensors appear to be malfunctioning. Please adjust them before we disembark at our destination.
Why should I?
That's what you hear.
Shion.
Make yourself useful.
This is part of your job, is it not?
Cold.
Stubborn.
I'm terribly sorry. The girl is just so stubborn.
Just
I
like
do
her mom.
apologize for all the trouble she's causing.
It's all right. I'm actually enjoying it. This ship's much livelier with more crew members.
You got that right. We can always use some more women around here. How about it? Once we arrive, how about you and I get a suite and settle in with a nice bottle of wine?
What? Hey!
Punch him.
Sure.
All right, that's enough, Tony. Never mind her, at least she's a real girl. The other one's not even human, she's battle weaponry.
You think so, huh? She appears to be just like any other human to me.
Except for, you know, the ability to walk
Any
in
chance
space.
of stopping
and
at Sinir?
Yeah.
That's en
punch
route on
through
the
6
column.
millimeter glass.
3 or so days from Italia. If that's your destination, sure, I can do that.
I see. And the fee?
Today just ain't my day, and getting greedy now won't do me any good. I'll just put it on the tab.
I appreciate it.
Ah, don't mention it. You're a Marine. Let's just chalk it up to my bit of charity for the Corps.
Wait, wasn't that the broken window?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
No!
Gnosis!
I
It's
knew
the
it.
Ganasty
A couple of them are
Ganorks.
still lurking around.
Obnoxious.
I'm just
It's
gonna walk
coming
on in here.
Son of a
You guys don't mind if I come in.
They're not Hilbert affected either.
Hey, you guys got coffee? I'm kind of thirsty.
Problem.
Chaos!
I know.
Chaos!
It's okay.
What?
Sir.
Dink. I'm just going to disintegrate you now, don't mind me.
And how does he do this?
Magic. Obviously.
Magic.
I'm really curious what the Gnosis are actually doing
What
when
did
they,
he
like,
just do?
Well, that's
Turning
what I
people
meant when I
white.
said he looks out for us.
Looks out for you? How did he just do that? I've never heard of a human
Magic.
that can defeat Gnosis.
obviously.
There are those who draw well, and those who run fast. Hammer's navigational skills are top-notch, and his knowledge of the net is vast.
Bro.
Tony's helmsmanship skills are unrivaled. No one even comes close. Or so he claims. The captain? Well, no one holds a greater amount of debt than the captain.
Ah, yes. Hey, wait a second.
I believe everyone has at least one skill that they excel in over all others. It's
Ours is being
something
bad
that
at video
defines who
games.
they are.
Uh-huh.
Shion, what is it that defines you?
Huh? Me? Well,
My ability
It's
to
the same
transform
for
into
me.
3 different people
It's
over
just
3
something
games.
I can do.
Yep, that's all there is to it.
I see. Right. I think I get it.
Makes one of us.
It sort of makes sense when you put it that way.
No, it doesn't.
Yep, that's how it is.
That's all that... What the...
That's pretty neat.
How can you be convinced by that?
I'm with Alan on
That
this
was a
one.
gnosis, Chief. A gnosis.
Well, Captain,
It's
we better
this
head
way
for our
because of the way it
destination
is.
Before she throws us
Oh,
off the
okay.
ship. The girl seems to be a stickler for schedules and all.
Man, oh man. So much for my grandiose plans. After this job, I was supposed to pay off my debts, then head to Keltia to see the Seraphim sisters live in concert.
So that I'll be an
You
even
owe
more
Master
dead.
Guinan too much. You'll never pay it all off. And man, the Seraphim sisters again? You're really hot for them, aren't you?
Captain, you don't actually have to go all the way out to Keltia. Why don't you just connect to the UMN and watch it later?
You moron. Getting a visual feed is nothing compared to immersing yourself in the real thing. There's a world of difference between the two. It's all about reality.
Who are you kidding? It's all the same. Your brain can't tell the difference.
Why, you... Hurry up and take us out of here.
All right, roger that.
Well then, I'll take Shion and the others to their rooms.
That's very kind of you.
All right, you do that. Damn. Today's been one hell of a day.
Just having some
I didn't get in my way.
Yep.
I am filled with Lasad.
Captain Matthews has trouble
Master
sometimes.
I have a report from Kos-mos. Shion Uzuki and Alan Ridgely have both joined up with Kos-mos.
I see.
This is fortunate, especially since there's an unidentified ship closing in on the battlefield.
And if the ship were to threaten the girl, Kos-mos would protect her. Is that not right?
Yes.
Are you like the
That
Prime
would be the
Minister
Prime
of the
Directive.
Galactic Federation?
Either way, it was a wise decision to pull back Kos-mos. There's no need for us to continue serving them or the Federation any longer.
Well,
Besides,
that answers that question.
The data for the Rhine Maiden is now complete.
Rhine Maiden?
Indeed.
All phenomena are moving forward as specified by this compass of order. As for the rest, gather the necessary factors and wait for the other one to awaken.
The other one?
What does that mean?
Definitely gonna save again, since we just had more cutscenes.
I'm confused.
Understandably. Let's send us right back. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of detail, quite a lot of developments here. Got another cutscene here.
Well, that wasn't good.
It's fine.
Who are you?
What's 1.5 billion people to us?
They're innocents. Surely they deserve more respect.
Respect.
Alderon.
For what? Save your philanthropy for someone that cares. The experiment may have been a failure, but I've taken steps to recover the emulator. If the need arises, I'm not against using the original either. All we have to do is repeat the process until we get results.
So he knows it's an emulator.
He does.
Is this all too much for your conscience to bear, Pellegrini? In that case, feel free to reveal everything and wait for your death sentence.
What about you?
Me, tried in a court of ignoble commoners? Don't make me laugh. We are the ones who determine life or death. But wait. Pellegrini, are you telling me that you've forgotten everything we've been striving for these past 14 years?
Commander Margulis.
What?
A message from Lieutenant Commander Vanderkamp, sole survivor of the Vanguard Force. The unit was decimated. The Zohar emulator unsecured.
Where's the Zohar now?
Location unknown, possibly seized by the Gnosis.
I see. Notify the 474th Spec Ops Fleet. We may need to implement Plan 31. Have them stand by in the specified coordinates for further orders.
Yes, sir.
He's pretty unflappable.
So if there's an emulator, did someone create the emulation?
Jerusalem. What is it emulating?
Well, I mean, a Zohar, but like...
It would stand to reason someone would have created it, right?
Oh, look, it's the Jedi
what
Master
can you
Council.
tell us about this
Indeed.
man?
He was a special forces agent with the Federation Police, a counter-terrorism specialist. Of course, that was over 100 years ago. Now he's a cyborg working freelance missions.
A cyborg? How anachronistic.
He's a relic from the days when they reanimated the dead. They didn't have disposable realians like we do now.
Well, he's certainly got quite a resume.
Rumor has it, he deliberately seeks out missions with low odds of success.
Is he insane, or just fascinated with death?
Well, he's been given a clean bill of mental health. It doesn't look like he does it for the killing.
Humph. Advances in science have placed thousands of drugs on our shelves. And yet, we still let psychiatrists wield their influence over us. They use these assessments to validate their existence. I don't believe them one bit.
Well, he's got an extremely high success rate.
Good to know that in the
I
future
think he'll be
people still
fine.
don't think that mental health is worth acknowledging.
So it seems.
Show him in. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
Ziggurat 8, isn't it? Upon your death in TC-4667, you donated your body and chose to become a product of Ziggurat Industries.
That's correct.
Have you heard about the mission?
No.
Recently, we received information that a certain armed group has shown signs of resurgence. This same group was responsible for the events that took place 14 years ago.
The UTIC organization?
That's right. The information we've received from our independent sources has helped to identify the location of the UTIC organization's hideout.
This structure was originally a shrine for some long-lost ancient religion. It was eventually abandoned and remained uninhabited for centuries.
So, you want me to infiltrate and collect information on the group?
If that was all we needed, we would have left it to our intelligence agency.
Actually, to put it simply, we need you to rescue someone and return her to her rightful place. And technically, she's not human.
Just tell me what I need to know. A child? Is she a civilian?
She's a Realian, a 100 series Realian. You've heard of them?
The 100 series observational Realians, built specifically to combat the Gnosis. I've heard rumors of them. But I didn't know they were disguised as children.
Is this the first time you've seen the real thing?
Yes. But isn't Vector already mass-producing them?
This is a prototype. It will serve as the model for all future 100 series observational units.
So, what you're telling me is that securing this little girl takes priority over all else, right?
It helps that you're a quick study.
So, will you take the mission?
A cyborg has no rights. I cannot refuse your request. I will analyze the situation and let you know what weapons and resources I need. I don't mean to demand any compensation, but may I make one request?
Go ahead.
After my return, I ask that you eliminate the neural memories residing in my brain from my previous life.
That's not a problem. But it could be a difficult procedure with a body as outdated as yours.
Add as many synthetic parts as necessary.
What an odd request. These days, Realians are clamoring for human rights, but here's a man who wants to become a machine. All right, we'll make the arrangements.
No, he wants to forget. It's not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the specifics from her, Dr. Yuri Mizrahi, later.
Well, well. He didn't die in the line of duty.
It says here he committed suicide. One shot in the head from his beloved pistol.
Did you say suicide? Can we entrust the 100 series to that man? What if his self-destructive tendencies arise?
Not to worry. He's been equipped with a safety mechanism which prevents him from hurting himself or abandoning his mission. He was brought back to life against his will. Once he replaces the rest of his brain with synthetics, he'll be a complete machine. Only then will he be legally dead.
Yeah, but to say, is he even alive at that point?
Exactly.
How are you feeling, 100 series Realian? Is the food here unsatisfactory?
Just
Even
a tablet.
Realians require nourishment, you know. Are the Federation's 100 series Realians so ill-mannered that they don't even reply to simple questions?
I don't like that name.
Well, my goodness, pardon me. And what would you like to be called, Miss 100 series Realian?
I don't like strangers to be calling me by my name. Where are you planning on taking me?
That, I'm afraid, is not for you to know.
What will happen to me?
You're going to help us out. Machines like you exist to be used. What happens to you after that, God only knows. Assuming you people even have a god, that is.
All I can really do is seek out and find the Gnosis. I can't help you with anything.
That may be true. But this part of you is a little different. We'd like to have a word with the man you have hidden inside of you. In any case, you'd best be keeping yourself alive as long as possible. He will be arriving soon.
Who's he?
What's an aluminum falcon?
Mommy, I want to go home to the lab.
The shuttle looks a little bit like a Firefly.
A little bit, yeah.
And just for those who don't know, Firefly of the show, there are spaceships that look similar to this, and they're known as a Firefly class.
Yep. A lot larger than that, but similar shape.
Right, yeah, for sure. Let's see. The mission objective is rescue a 100 series Realian. Now, where is she being held captive? I don't want to cause a commotion until I find the reality. It'd be best to avoid unnecessary confrontations.
Alright. So we're here. We are in control of Ziggurat 8, level 7. Do not think he has any points yet. Yeah. But he is interesting. Sort of similar to Kos-mos, has like a sub-weapon that he has equipped and a couple of cool accessories. And yeah, we are on a mission. And I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things here for now. But we have gotten to a new area with a new objective and a new party member here. So, but quite a lot of things just happened. So we learned that the golden object, the Zohar, is an emulator. The one on the Woglinde was. The characters here that we are now dealing with, Margulis and Pellegrini. We saw Margulis talking with Commander Cherenkov back on Woglinde before it was destroyed. And yeah, they clearly understand that about the Zohar. They're after it, and they're also after something that the 100 series Realian has basically in her memory, in her head.
Right.
And of course, we also met the crew of the Elsa, transport ship Elsa, and including Chaos with a lowercase c, who can just dissolve Gnosis for some reason. And
yeah, that's probably the oddest thing we've seen today.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a lot of wild stuff, but yeah, it's definitely odd that he's able to do that. You know, why is that? Well, some people are just good at things.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's how neat is that?
I mean, we haven't been spending trillions of credits and endless hours creating artificial life forms that can do that, but you know, some people are just good at stuff.
Yup.
I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, unfortunately, our starting ship, Woglinde, was destroyed. But we are on our way to Second Miltia. And of course, Ziggurat 8 here has his own mission that we're going to be helping him with in the next episode to rescue the 100 series observational Realian. Is there any other... Did you have any other observations? Because that was quite a few cutscenes all in a row there.
Right. And there were several times I wanted to say something, but they kept talking, and I was just like, well, I don't want to interrupt the conversation either. So, I do think it's interesting that the Zohar has emulated, or an emulation of the Zohar has been created. There's a lot to unpack with that, but I don't have enough data to really start spitting questions.
Yep.
But the other question I do have is with this 100 series Realian, if their purpose is to identify and combat Gnosis, were they meant to be an alternate to the Kos-mos project?
That's a very good question.
I'm assuming they can't do a Hilbert effect, but maybe they have an ability to affect the Gnosis in their phasic form or something. I'm not sure.
When they're out of phase, yeah. I mean, it would stand to reason they have some way of interacting with the Gnosis if they're programmed to, designed to seek out and identify or locate the Gnosis.
Right.
But yeah, that's a very good question. I don't have an answer right away, of course, but yeah, I mean, it is interesting because Kos-mos is very clearly designed for combating Gnosis, whereas the 100 series were, in the name, they're observational Realians. What does that mean, that they're observational Realians? We've seen other Realians that seem to be designed for combat. Are the 100 series something different for some reason?
Right, yeah. Maybe they are more like a really fancy sensor, for lack of a better term, where they can detect the Gnosis long before they're actually appearing.
Right.
Or maybe if the Gnosis have the ability to be invisible, for lack of a better term, because of their phase forms, then maybe there's a way to detect them when they're not visible. I don't know. There's a lot of questions around that, but observation does imply that they don't have combat abilities, which if, this girl is being used as the prototype template that will become the mass production, that would make sense.
Right. Yeah, so the 100 series, she is the prototype, and he did say that other 100 series will be created based on the prototype. If you recall, on Woglinde, there were several similar looking Realians on the bridge, and those were 100 series as well. And I believe it was mentioned that Vector is producing 100 series observational Realians as well. So that has interesting implications, and we'll learn more about that. But that's just, you know, in case you were wondering why there were a bunch of, like, children crewing the bridge of Woglinde, that's why. They were 100 series Realians.
I don't think I actually noticed that. I thought those were all adults in there.
Nope.
So
Nope. Most of them on the bridge were adults, but then there was, like, the little pit that was under where the captain was sitting, that little pit with all those computers there, or workstations down there, and there were 100 series crewing the bridge.
Gotcha.
Which, if they're supposed to detect the Gnosis, they didn't really do their job, but yeah, that's a question we need to answer at some point, why that is, or at the very least, maybe we can imply something about that, but I did always find that very interesting, that there were 100 series kind of on the bridge there already, and then we learn what those actually are when we're introduced to this character who we have to rescue in this section of the game.
Right. Well, Trinkov also says they weren't ready yet, so it could be that they just weren't fully operational.
Yes. I did not remember that piece of dialogue, but that has always been my assumption, is the 100 series on Woglinde did not have the correct abilities to deal with the Gnosis at that time.
Yeah, that's my assumption at this point too.
Yeah, what those abilities are, we will find out very soon.
TBD.
Yes, indeed. But yeah. Let's see. There was Escape Pod, there was the Elsa, and then there was introducing this. Oh yes, and of course, our current hero, Ziggurat 8, wants to die, essentially. So that's an outstanding question about him. Like, why does he want this? Right? You know, he committed suicide and was brought back against his will, and now he's still trying to have his brain replaced. What could drive him to do such a thing?
Right. The ethics of that is deep and vast, and not something we have time to talk about right now, but
yeah, and
that's just the fact that the society was like, nah, we're not gonna do that, and it was legally okay,
right,
is a problem.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he, from his own mouth, he has no rights. He is a cyborg. He cannot refuse their request. So essentially they were asking him to do it as a courtesy because he has to.
Right.
Yeah.
And that means that Realians, which, I mean, from my perspective, they're people, but from their perspective in that world, are not, have more rights than Ziggurat here has.
That's correct. Realians do have more rights than cyborgs.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's something we haven't really gotten to just yet, but yeah, it is true. And as we've seen on Woglinde, Realians also don't have very good rights, but they do have more than Ziggurat 8 does.
Right.
So,
right.
Also kind of begs the question, what rights does Kos-mos have? But she kind of is in a bit of a position of power and control due to her abilities and the orders she's being given and things like that. But this does seem to be a human exceptionalist society, or at the very least, humans have the most rights.
Yeah. And I would say that with, as far as Kos-mos goes, is like rights are an important question, but right now we have other questions for her to answer, so rights are kind of going to go on the back burner.
100%. Yep.
Because whether she has a right to do something or not, I feel like she's just going to do what she wants and or is told to do. So
yes, indeed. I also think it's pretty cool that Ziggurat here has a bit of a stealth thing going on. It's kind of awesome. He's secret agenting it around this base here. So
secret agent man.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, that does wrap us up for today. We hope that you've been enjoying it, and if you have, please do all the algorithm stuff. It really does help us out a lot. Allows us to keep making stuff for you. So it may not seem like it, but it does do those things. And feel free to check out our stuff. We've got all kinds of completed games. But more than anything else, we're just so glad to have you here with us, and we do hope you have a wonderful day, and we will catch you all in the next video.
We'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye now.
Diddly diddly do 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 do. Thanks for watching.